How's it going, YouTube? Today, I want to talk a bit about community. You see, every single hobby that's out there talks about how great its community is, right? I'm a part of a bunch of woodworker like hobbyists, and we talk about our community over there and how great it is, right? The board game community as a whole talks about how great it is. But I want to talk a bit about the Marvel Champions community. You see, there's something really special about it, and something that really caught my eye over on Reddit. This individual over here was selling their entire collection due to unexpected bills, right? They were looking for 250 pounds. Hopefully someone else can enjoy it. And they showed the picture of the collection and they showed what they had. They didn't have everything, but they had a bunch of stuff. And, it's always sad to kind of see somebody have to do this, but you get it, right? The top comment says, I was willing to pitch in money so you don't have to sell your collection. Anybody else willing to help a fellow Marvel Champions fan out? I've got 50 bucks. And all these people started donate money, started supporting this, right? Started supporting this person, and they have their donation link right here. But it's awesome to see people willing to help out a stranger, right? And so far as of recording this person has already raised 193 pounds of their 250-pound goal, which is phenomenal to see, right? It's so cool to see a community rally behind one of their own. And I know personally, I've donated to this person just a little bit of money, and this isn't a video to be like, hey, go donate and be a good person. You don't really have to do that at all. I mean, you could simply just, upvote it so it keeps up so that somebody who does have the ability to donate money or give to this person, they can go see this post and go do that thing. But anyway, I think it's really, really cool that the community has kind of, gathered around this individual who just, had a bad circumstance happen, right? Had something happen that unexpected comes up, and you have to make hard choices, and they're willing to make a hard choice. And it's nice to see that when people are willing to make that hard choice, that the community is saying, you don't have to. We have your back, but we appreciate you that you were thinking about doing that, right? I think it's pretty cool, and I think it really shows how great this community truly is. So the other thing I want to talk about over on Reddit is also the Marvel Champions subreddit page, and they're talking about how are they overreacting to Wolverine's stupid setup instructions and the even worse official response? No, you're not. I made 2 videos on this. If anything, I'm overreacting, and I'm a little too angry about this. But if you haven't seen my video, I'll post it in the corner or whatever. But I think this in general is still one of the worst. One of the worst things they've done, like PR wise, I guess to say, is that they doubled down this whole thing. So they go over the whole thing. If you want to read it, you can. Or if you've seen my videos, you have the general gist. But it's really funny because a lot of people are just like, you shouldn't be losing sleep. Don't get so angry. Why are you mad? Like, blah, blah, blah. And they had to clarify the remarks that, like, look, this blew more than they thought. They appreciate how civil everything is because, the vast majority of people are very civil. But since people seem to be imagining me screaming and hollering at the sky in lieu of a far worse problem in society, I like to clarify I'm not losing any sleep over this stuff. I'm facepalming and sharing my displeasure with fellow nerds. But for those that need to hear this, make time to listen to your loved ones, support your local food banks, and vote. It's funny that they had to edit this because here's the thing. I too am upset about this, and I don't think there's anything wrong with being upset because I want the game to be the best possible version of itself it can be. And when they make stupid mistakes like this, I get it. We all make stupid mistakes like this. I still think it's a copy and paste error, whatever. But to have the official response be so, I don't know, egregious, I guess, to a point that, no, this is what we meant, right? Thematically, it makes sense that Wolverine can never have his claws. Like, it's silly. It's a silly response. It shouldn't have been done. I understand why they didn't say, like, hey, we made a mistake, because then the community would be like, well, go fix it. None of us are going to go buy it, right? They can't do that. They've already spent so much money. I do understand. But it is funny because it's still like, I think about Wolverine coming out. I'm super hyped for Wolverine, but I'm going to see those claws and I'm going to see that setup. It's gonna upset me a little bit. So anyway, I thought it was a funny post because, again, it's always funny to hear people vent about this stuff, and then people say, no, you're taking it too far. You're taking it too far. And maybe some people do, right? Maybe some people do. Obviously, this person isn't. They're just, a little upset about this, and I get it. At least you have one supporter who understands your frustration. Is what I'll say. So over on the solo board gaming subreddit, one of the things I thought was interesting was Chip Theory Games came out with a new game, and it's over on GameFound right now. And I don't do a lot of Game Found promotional stuff or Kickstarter promotional stuff. I don't really do that. It's not really something I'm interested in doing. But the only reason I'm calling this out is because, one, I think it looks cool. I'm a big Chip Theory Games fan. I'm not sponsored by them. They don't give me money. They don't do anything. They didn't ask to do this or anything like that. But yeah, I thought this was a pretty interesting looking game. It's a solo only game. It's kind of a small box game that you're supposed to be able to play pretty quickly and pretty fast. And it's supposed to be very modular and expand and whatever. And I know a lot of people are looking for games like this, right? Small games that expand. Maybe they're looking to get into Chip Theory games, like type of games. But they're usually a lot of money. And as you can see, the main thing is the all-in with shipping is $65, which I think is pretty good, right? That includes shipping. I think everywhere in the world. Yeah, I have to double check. But at least in the United States. So then they have like their modular boxes for Too Many Bones, for Victoria. It seems cool, and they plan to do a bunch of stuff and support it. So like I said, I really don't preview a lot of stuff, but I know a lot of my community, because I talk about how much I love their products and how much I've purchased with their stuff, that a lot of people were interested in this or interested in like the company overall or whatever. Here's the whole free shipping and the VAT stuff. I know a lot of people are interested in this stuff, and I think this could be like a good gateway into their stuff. Now, one of the weird things is they don't use any chips, which I think is kind of funny and ironic, I guess, in a sense. But I think it could be a way that if you want to experience the production quality that they usually have and, how good their games can be, this might be a good starting off point. So I just kind of wanted to point it out. So anyway, that's it for this week's Reddit reply. I want to say, thank you for everyone that watches this stuff. I really do appreciate it, especially making it to the end. It really helps me out. So if you could do me a huge favor, scroll down a bit, hit the like button, hit subscribe, and leave me a comment. You reply to any of these, and let me know if you're interested in Chip Theory Games' new game at all, or if it's just something that doesn't interest you. All right, see you all next time.